This episode of On the Line is presented to you by Living.Fit, your one stop for all your fitness needs. Make sure you go download the app Living.Fit today. Now here's the show. Welcome to On the Line. Today is Friday, April 1st. We got Aaron Hernandez on the show. Brought him back from the dead.
Yes, sir.
April Fool's got your ass. No, seriously, we got Anthony Hernandez on the show. Great time talking with him. Another opponent change, so I'll get to that in a second. But first off, listen on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Listen on Apple, Spotify, Deezer, Stitcher, whatever podcasting platform you listen to. Hit that follow button. But yeah, got Anthony Hernandez on the show. Another change of his opponent. I was gonna reach out for a statement, but I already know what he's gonna say. Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna do whatever I want in the octagon. I'm gonna win. I already know what he's gonna say. He's just a really chill dude. He's kind of just says he doesn't really prepare. He prepares for his opponents, but really, he just does his own thing in there. But anyway, after we wrap up with Anthony, we got a short show. Just gonna go over our medals, do some shout outs. Nice light. College basketball's this weekend. I want everyone to go watch that. It's a big weekend. But without further ado, here is our boy Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. All right, we are joined by a very special guest. He's probably one of the biggest gambling upsets of all time. If you've asked him, it wasn't even an upset. We are joined by Fluffy Hernandez. My man, what we doing? What's up?
What's up, man?
Glad to have you. So, first and foremost, I gotta ask, this is something I've always kind of been curious about. The gauges and the fights. Like, where do they put in your the ear holes?
They just tape it. Yeah, that's all they do is like kind of put it together and tape it. And they just recently made me start doing that. Before they didn't really say shit. So
that's what I was gonna ask, because I never noticed it until that last fight. Was they actually like taped it up and everything? I feel like that's got to be kind of annoying though, like for you.
it wasn't bad. I mean, I'm used to having fucking these metal ones and like getting shit pulled on them. I've actually had them tear before. I had them bigger and they tore in the inside and it fucking hurt like a bitch. So I went smaller. And I don't think fingers can get through these ones, but I mean, if it happens, it's my own dumbass fault,
That's what I was gonna ask, if someone's ever just like stuck their finger and there's like pulled on it. But so someone really did do that.
It was in practice. It was like we're just like
okay.
It was in a heated moment and like shit happens and like my dumbass. I usually wear a nose ring in sparring, and I've had it like get punched through and go into my nose and like have to pop it out. But I mean, like it's little mental reminders, keep your fucking hands up. You don't get hit on that side of the face with a power shot.
Exactly.
Just,
Exactly. How do you so again, this is really weird, but how often do you have to clean the insides of the ears for the gauges?
Fuck, like every night because they smell like shit.
Yeah, it's like a belly button, but worse.
Dude, yeah, oh for sure. Yeah. I didn't know that part when I first did it, and I was like, oh, what the fuck is all this nasty shit? It's foul.
Yeah, I got to make it easier for the guy. So do you have to? So again, I don't know why I'm asking so much about the gauges, but like, do you have to tape it, or like the UFC guys tape it to make sure you don't put some like illegal substance in there?
No, that I don't even think it really matters, but the UFC guys just do it. Yeah.
I'm not sure what illegal thing you could put in there, but no, I was just kind of curious.
Yeah.
I don't know. Put some something hard in there. I don't know.
It can probably hurt you more though, because it just like catches on shit when you're grappling, like when they squeeze your head and stuff.
Exactly. Which again, we'll get more. We'll get into your next fight in a second. I got to talk about the last fight. I mean, it was remarkable, the whole thing. You submitted like this submission specialist, but you said like apparently like weeks before you're telling your family like, yeah, I'm going to submit this guy. What point did you actually really believe, yeah, I'm going to submit this guy?
When he was like fucking gassing out, trying to dive on my leg, like the guy was like, you could tell he was scared and he didn't want to be a firefight. And like fighting grappler, if you fight one grappler, they're all the same. They don't like to get hit. And I knew that shit. And I knew he was going to die for my legs the whole time. And like, I'm really fucking good with guillotines. It's like my shit. And just going into this, I'm like, man, I really fucking feel like I'm going to catch him because he's going to be diving in the whole fucking time. Like, it's just a matter of time, And yeah, and my coaches are like, no, fuck that. If he goes to the ground, just get back to your feet. Don't even but you could tell he didn't want to be in there no more. After I hit him a couple times, kicked him in the face, kneed him, and like I kept getting out of his shit and getting up. You could like see in his eyes he didn't want to be there no more.
At what point in that first round did you notice he was so gassed? Like, it felt like maybe like halfway through, once you guys got up after he was trying to submit you, when he got up, you could tell right away like he was completely gassed.
No, yeah, like in between, could just like I could tell with his breathing and stuff. Like I watched for like a little signs, the body, reading body language, and you could just tell he was gassing, and like I wasn't being very nice when I was in like the half guard and shit, and I was like pushing on his throat hella hard. So like everything I was kind of doing was trying to take the wind out of him. So I just knew. Then like when I had the reverse triangle at the very end, and I stood up and he's on his knees. I'm like, oh, he's broken. Now it's just a matter of fucking time.
You're even talking shit. What did you say to him when you got up? This looks like this would be every fucking round or something like that.
I was like, watch this fucking next round, bitch. I think I'm pretty sure is what I said. Because I was like, man, the fucking, who's it? Cormier was like hyping me up kind of, but there, who's it? Rogan was talking like, oh, because he was on the dude's nuts. Because obviously he's a good ass fucking grappler, dude. And I was
he just
like,
kept saying, "This is terrible.
Yeah,
this is terrible."
I was just like, man, fuck these fools. I'm gonna show these motherfuckers right now. That I like. They didn't show it in the thing, but I looked at fucking Cormier and I said, watch this fucking round. And then I went out there and finished him. You know, just yeah.
Well, so I know too. Like it seemed like you hit him with so many good shots too on the feet. And I know you broke your hand too. Was there a point like in the second round, like I actually have to submit him because he just won't die. He won't fall.
He was fucking tough. No, like when I hit him with those 2 elbows and I seen his eyes roll back, I was like, all right, he's not gonna go out. This motherfucker is tough. Like I knew. And then he shot again, and it was like that was like desperation, and I just knew that that's one of my best chokes, and I had to do it one time.
The reverse triangle that you had at the end of the first round, if you finished him with that would have been unreal. Like people were already freaking out. Like in the second round,
finished that. I was like trying to figure it out mid-fight. I was just like, "Oh fuck, I'm here," and I just locked it up. But I learned how to finish it now. So if I ever get there, I've been finishing it now. So if I get there in a fight, now I know how to fucking submit people with it.
Yeah, again, that was crazy. No, again, you hit him with some nasty shots. Did you break your hand on his face, or did you break your hand like in the grappling like aspects?
No, on his face for sure, at the top of his head. It was like they said I didn't break it. They said I fucking like I think it was like a boxer fracture, and then I had like I fucked up a nerve, and it fucking like I had a big old ball in my hand for like a long time, and I had to have like stem cell to kind of calm it down. But yeah, that shit hurt. Like I couldn't feel my whole hand. I was trying to squeeze and make a fist, and I couldn't feel it. But my coaches were like, "The right hand's there all fucking day. Keep throwing it." And, I mean, whatever. I'll get it fixed.
Well, everything was there after like halfway in the first round. Everything was there.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Was there a point where you just kind of throwing like you were in your head, like I can literally throw anything and kind of be a little reckless here because of how like gassed he is?
I need to not do that shit, but yeah, I kind of was like, "Fuck this fool." I was just throwing everything. I was like,
well, like that was a rare instance of gassing, though. That was a rare instance of gassing. Like you like if you guys got to the third round, I can only imagine what like he would have looked like at that point.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No, exactly. Sure. But so as you say, you got the stem cells in your hand. Like, did you feel like you have heavier hands now that you have like a superhuman hand?
I mean, feels good still. I mean, it doesn't feel like nothing crazy, but I'm happy with it. It doesn't hurt no more. Like before, I would hit people and I would get stingers all the way to my fucking neck, and it was kind of weird. Yeah, it was fucked up. And they said it was just because that ball was pushing on the nerve, and every time I hit someone, like I got a stinger, and I was like, "Fuck, man!" So like the last year, I was trying to recover and deal with that bullshit, but yeah, I'm fucking good to go now.
So now you hit people and it doesn't put the stinger all the way up your neck.
Yeah, no, it feels good now.
See, I had something similar when I played football growing up. Every time I'd hit someone, my whole left arm would go numb, and I had no idea what it was. I never got it checked or anything, but every single time I'd hit someone, my entire arm would go numb. So I can only imagine in a fist fight, every single time you're throwing a punch, your entire fucking arm goes numb.
Yeah, it was all bad. I was just like, circle.
Let's throw a kick. Let's throw a couple kicks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Try to fucking buy time.
And so then again, you kind of have the injuries suck. And so I know like you were about to fight in December when we were originally supposed to do this, and you pulled both your quads. Was it at the same time, or was it like?
Dude, oh my god, it pissed me off. No, it was like one day I was running and like I just fucking got this weird fucking like burning thing in my knee, and I was like, what the fuck? And like I started like limping on it. I went to go see someone, like, oh yeah, you pulled your quad. And it was a 3-week recovery. I fucking finished it out, and I was like, fuck yeah, I still got plenty of time for fight camp. And then I pulled the next, like my other one, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So like my time to go live was literally a week before the fight, and I was like, bro, I'm not in shape. I'm not gonna fucking, I just built all this momentum. I'm not gonna fucking go out there and risk it for what, you know?
No, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, just live to fight another day. I believe I'm gonna be champion one day, and I got to be smart about this shit. You know, it's fucking business at the end of the day. You can't just go out there and fight. That's not
You
the
gotta make
amateur.
business decisions. Business
No,
decisions.
yeah.
You can't just go out there like when you're like again. You have the whole tough guy thing where you're like, oh, I'm just go out there and fight your injury or whatever. But like at the end of the day, you're making your paycheck off of this. You're paying for your
No,
family. You're making
oh,
money
yeah.
for your
The
family.
2 times I've tried, I got my ass kicked in the UFC. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fucking go in there with no doubts in my mind that I can fucking do it all, you know?
Exactly, and you were so like I want to let's talk about this next fight. But originally, you're supposed to fight another grappler, another pretty high quality grappler. But he had to pull out, unfortunately. When you're fighting a striker, how stoked are you to fight your first striker since I think Kevin Holland?
I'm fucking stoked. Yeah, I fucking, it's like, fuck. Well, I've been doing a fuck ton of grappling because, like you said, the other dude was like, he's very good at tying his stuff together and he had like years of experience, you know? So I was fucking, I feel like I'm in super good shape because of that and training all that fucking grappling defense and stuff. But man, I can't wait. I've been able to lay off the grappling a little bit, you know, and I'm fucking stoked to go fight a striker because that's my baby. I grew up doing fucking Muay Thai fights and like all that stuff and like smokers, and I'm fucking excited to go back out there and be able to be on my feet.
It'll definitely be a lot better too because you're in front of the fans too. So like being able to fight in front of the fans with another striker, fight of the
It's
night potential. Like there you go. That's
no,
50K. Another 50K for you.
no, I'm fucking stoked for it. I honestly, this is like the perfect fight. I think for me, I think we match up well, and I'm excited to go show the world what I can do again. And fuck yeah, we get a crowd, dude. That shit's crazy. The energy is like you feel like you can run on lava and shit. Just like when the people like the crowd, like you feel that shit in your bones. You're just like, let's fucking go. It's the best, man.
At least when, especially now with the fans too. Let's say theoretically, like I don't know what in this fight they'd be like, "What is he doing?" But like you
Yeah,
won't have to hear DC and Joe Rogan be like, "What's he doing? Why won't you
they're
get
right by the
up?"
cage, so I mean, you still fucking hear them.
That's true. That's
But
true. That's
it's
true.
a little harder. Yeah, it's a little easier to kind of cut them out.
Yeah, it is. So, how long have you known that you were gonna fight Duplessis?
I think I think maybe I found out like last week or something, or about the 3 week mark. I think so. Like it was like I I think the day they posted it was kind of the day I found out.
Oh, okay. So you didn't know like a little bit beforehand, but you
I was,
found out like that day.
yeah, I just seen that. I guess we were both in the card. Both our opponents got hurt. It's unfortunate for them. But it worked out. I mean, we both can match each other now. It's another fucking great fight. He's got a lot of hype behind him. I believe he's like the only South African. So I'm stoked to be able to share the cage with them.
Exactly, exactly. And like we've already kind of talked about like all the exciting things about the fight, but what are you, other than like fighting a striker and being in front of the crowd, like what are you looking forward to most like with this fight?
I mean, I just prove myself. I want to prove it to like myself and to everyone who the fuck I am. You know, like I'm a small town dude. But if you dream big and you fucking trust the process, you can fucking do whatever you want. And I just want to show the kids that from my town and shit that you can be great. You just gotta believe it and you gotta fucking watch who you hang around with and like be around winners. Don't be around someone who's gonna fucking put you down all the time and like shitty stuff like that, you know? Um
Oh, yeah.
and plus I got kids, so I'm trying to be the best influence I can on them. Obviously I don't want them fucking fighting for a living because it's a hard life. I want to see them do great things in school and be educated. So I'm fucking going all in for them.
And then you can also kind of say you're like a hype train kind of stopper because this guy has a little bit of hype around him too. Drive had a lot of hype around him too. So like you're a hype train stopper. That's an even better thing to look forward to.
No, yeah, I mean, people can call me all they want, but I know what I've been through. I know what I can do, and I know how fucking tough I am, and I'm ready to fucking get this shit and prove to
Oh
the
yeah.
world what I can do.
Exactly, and excited. Everyone's gonna be. I feel like this upcoming like next week or this is coming out. I think on the Tuesday or Friday. I don't know. Whenever during fight week, all they're gonna ask about probably is that Vieira fight and all that other kind of stuff, which will be that'll be fun. You're gonna get this. What question do you think you're gonna get the most? Was it like why did you submit him or like what do you think? What question wise do you think you're gonna get asked the most like during that time of the week?
Fuck, I don't know. Probably
Because it's
like,
gonna be like a lot of the same like.
oh yeah, I'm thinking, but I don't know. I'm guessing like they'll probably be asking about the big layoff, like what happened. Probably they probably will bring up that fight and the switch of opponents. Like I don't, that's what I would guess what they're going to be asking about. You know, like how do you feel about the three, like the last minute change or whatever? I don't know. Fight's a
You
fight.
got to be stoked for that, though. You got to be stoked. Yeah, the fight's a fight. Like what's your favorite like go to like cookie cutter answer? Like if you don't really know what to answer with, like what's your favorite like cookie cutter? Like I don't know. That's just like a fight's a good one. Like what's your
Yeah,
other kind of like favorite like go to? Like I don't know what to say. I'll just say this.
just I don't know. Fuck it. Send it. Fuck it.
All
It is
right.
what. It depends on the question, I guess. But
Yeah. Yeah. That's like my favorite thing. I was like, you also like in these kinds of interviews, like it's a little bit different than like when you're up at like the press conferences, like before the fight, and know what I'm saying, like that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
they
Yeah,
use
yeah,
weird ass shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I gotta think about it on the spot. And like half the time I just like I cuss too much and it gets bleeped out, so it don't fucking matter.
yeah. Then the in your post fight, after you choked out Vieira, that was one of the things. Like he literally was like, fuck, 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 fuck. It was a fuck storm. But you also just kind of a fist fight. What do you expect?
I'm like, exactly. And plus I cuss a lot as it is. Like my fucking children tell me all the time, like, ooh, you can't say that, daddy. I'm like, fuck, man. All right. I'm a grown ass man. I can fucking say that shit.
Do you have like a
And plus,
cuss jar? Like a curse jar? Like every time you curse, you have to like throw $1 in there or whatever.
nah, hell no, I'd be broke. I used to get my fucking mouth washed out with soap though when I was younger. That shit sucked.
I got vinegar. I always got the vinegar in my mouth.
Yeah, it sucks too.
Yeah, that one wasn't good either. Yeah, the soap and vinegar. The
Yeah.
worst. It's the worst.
Yeah.
So what's the hardest thing about like when you like obviously you're not gonna give your kids probably like chicken and rice and like the stuff you use when you cut weight. What's
They,
like the
they
they
eat.
what?
My kids eat hella healthy.
Oh,
Like my fucking 5-year-old has like a 6-pack and shit. And like he's fucking shredded. He's hella active, likes working out, runs around all the time. Um, my little girl just got into gymnastics. The oldest just got into that. She's shredded as fucking gymnastics. And then my Dominic, he just fucking started playing basketball. So like my kids are pretty fucking athletic. I mean, yeah, they eat like candy and shit here and there, but we don't really give them soda. We don't really like to give them sugar because they act like little dickheads. And they act hella crazy, So honestly, like we try to keep like a healthy house, and my wife always makes like chicken and rice, so we're pretty much always on a fucking diet, and they're used to it. They like it, and yeah, it
it
works
helps.
out
I'm
great.
saying don't have like Kool-Aid jammers everywhere or like fruit roll-ups and things like that. It helps out a little bit when it's not around the
Fuck
house.
yeah, fuck no. I get fat as fuck doing if they had that shit around that fucking pothead.
Oh,
I
no,
smoke, so I can't be having that shit around the house.
No. Which actually, that kind of let's just go ahead and get into this. So usually, my intern, he's a college student, so he's in class right now. He sent me a list of questions that we asked, and the way this works is a little bit different. So if you like the question, it's like a 5-level game. If you like the question, we move on to the next one. But if you don't like the question, you have to let me know, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Okay. No,
So
yeah.
usually it's my excuse of letting guys be like, "Hey, that's a bad question." Like I'll give you an opportunity to finally tell somebody, "Dude, that question sucked." But anyway, first question is, what's the worst tattoo idea anyone has ever given you?
I don't know. I have stupid tattoos, so I can't say shit. You know, like fuck. I've even tatted my homies, so I can't. Even, I don't know.
You've tattooed your friends?
Yeah, a couple of my homies have like Team Fluffy on their legs. They let me tattoo them.
Oh, that's different though. That's different.
My fucking cousin, I tattooed his fucking wild. But he gave me. Oh, I guess that one. He gave me the idea to tattoo him a hand turkey. I'm like, bro, I got big ass hands. So I got the hand turkey on his thigh that I did, and it says Team Fluffy.
Do you? I don't. You don't have the Hernandez or Fluffy on the back, do you?
No, I don't.
Have you
I
ever thought
got
about it?
the inside of my arm. I was actually thinking
Oh,
about my head, just because I always get like I used to when I was younger get Fluffy carved in my head. Thought about getting it tattooed, but yeah, I'm not really sure now. Yeah, but I got funny shit. I mean, like in the inside of my arms, I got "Welcome to Gun Show, bitches," and because I have small arms, and I thought it'd be fucking hilarious for weigh-ins to just flex it off,
no,
And
I
like on
like that. I
the
like
side of my
that.
thigh, I got a squirrel reaching for my nuts, the Ice Age squirrel,
Hmm.
and then my wife's favorite is a clock on my leg. It says "Send nudes."
So you just
But
gotta have fun with it. You just have fun with it. You just kind of say, "Fuck it, let's have
life's
some fun."
short, have fun. If it makes me laugh, I'm gonna fucking probably do it because at the end of the day, you gotta be happy about shit.
For real. I mean, you're putting it on your body. You gotta be
Yeah.
happy with it. You gotta be happy with it. And then you look down, you see a squirrel grabbing your nuts. How's that not gonna make you laugh?
No, it's exactly. Just like little jokes to myself.
As reminders to not take life too seriously. So
Exactly.
yeah. So the next question then is, what's the next piece you're gonna get?
Fuck. I don't know. I gotta finish a couple. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I gotta finish my son's tattoo, and I gotta get my daughter on my arm. I named my son after Ninja Turtle because I kind of figured he was gonna be a dickhead. It's Raphael. I figured he'd be a dickhead. I wanted him to be a leader, so I named him after that. So I got this turtle. Now I'm gonna probably put like him jumping through what is it, the billboards, and then do my daughter. She was born on Friday the 13th, and she's fucking little evil shit. She tried to stab me with a sword the other day. So I'll probably get like something evil for her.
Okay. Um, Next one is the I'm assuming the nickname Fluffy comes from Gabriel Iglesias, correct?
A little fat kid, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like my coach made a joke one day. I'm pretty sure it's from the fucking book. That's fucking hilarious. But they're like, oh, he's not fat, he's fluffy. So yeah, I guess yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. And then ever since then, that's been the nickname.
Yeah, they're like one day I was weighing in and my coach wrote it on my arm and he put fluffy like for my weight. And then just that since that day it kind of fucking stuck. I was like, fuck it, I'll run with it. Like who does like that's the best name to beat someone with. Like I'm not intimidating. It is what it is, you know? Just
Exactly. It's one of those sayings where it's just like, yeah, I'm finding a dude named Fluffy. Like, I got this shit. And then you're like,
yeah,
you come in there and you fucking sock him with some couple rights, and
no,
it's not Fluffy
exactly.
anymore.
Yeah, no, I've had a lot of people like, you gotta change that name. You're fucking shredded. Like, come fight week. I'm like, nah, I like it.
No, it fits.
I,
It fits. It's a great. It's like it's iconic too. Like that's a
yeah,
nickname. Everyone else is so hard and like the chosen one, things like that. You're like, yeah, I'm Fluffy. Like
I
it's
feel like
unique.
some like most fighters like are given their nickname and they earn it, you know. And apparently, I was a fat ass and I earned that shit. So now I just run with it.
All right. Next question we got here is, what is the best way to consume THC marijuana, whether it be edibles, bowls, bongs, blunts, uh, joints? What's the preferred way?
And it depends where I'm at. um, but if I'm in fight camp and shit, I usually switch over to edibles because I want to save my lungs and I'm looking out for myself, you know. But personally, me, I'm a fucking like a bong type of dude. Um, and then I got this thing called a Dr. Dabber, and it does like oils and shit, and like it burns weed. Um, but fuck, man, those fucking dabs, they fucking leave you like retarded. Like
Oh my
I
god,
can't fucking
they're
think
not. Yeah.
about it. Yeah, the first time I did a dab, I fucking was going to sparring. I did two dabs with my buddy, and I was like, I had 30 minutes because I live hella far from the gym. So like I usually just go there early, stretch out, kick it. I fucking fell asleep in my car. And when I woke up, sparring was over. I was so pissed. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I wasted my whole fucking day. So yeah, I learned that lesson. Don't do dabs and train. Just
No. So, do you does that actually kind of query sense? Are you like are you like a work, like you can get high and like continue to work and be fine, or are you someone who like when you want to get high you like kind of just you're down to relax, like you're not like, is it active smoker, is that what it's called? I cannot remember the term.
I do it all. I honestly like. I feel like it's kind of a mindset, you know.
Okay.
I feel like sativas are probably better to work out on than fucking indicas, because you feel more like like uppity.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's kind of all a mindset. If you're a lazy piece of shit, you're probably gonna be a lazy piece of shit when you smoke. So like, I don't know. I'm always doing farm work and shit, so I feel like I'm always active. I'm always kind of doing something.
Okay, how far away do you live from the gym then?
Like an hour 30
Ooh, you do that every day?
every day, Monday through Friday.
Ooh wee. You ever thought
Yeah,
about moving closer?
fuck no. I mean, I've thought about it, but like, man, I love the country and like I love where I'm from, and I kind of like, how am I really gonna influence the kids where I'm at if I'm not even there? You know,
I
like
mean,
I
yeah.
like I want to show my town, like I really want to hold it down for my town and shit. So, um, like doing positive stuff and like helping out kids. Like I've gone to classes and talked to kids every once in a while because my sister works at a school, so I'll like pop in over there every once in a while. But for the most part, I've been just kind of kicking it with my kids with the whole COVID shit and like doing park stuff. But um, no, yeah, I like where I'm at, and my family's all around where I'm at. So I mean, I hardly see them as it is. And we live fucking like 10 minutes from each other. So I mean, if I go far away, I'm probably never going to see them. So I'd rather stay close.
I feel that. I feel that 100%. Like I literally live I live like a block. I live literally like 2 minutes away from my parents' house. So I get that 100%. Not even
Yeah.
2 minutes, like a minute. But no, so that hour and a half to and from too is also probably a good way to like kind of reset yourself too.
Yeah, no, I use it as like a meditation, it's like
Yeah.
good for like me to be alone sometimes and I just like think about shit, think about my fighting and like I just kind of plug stuff in and like sometimes I just turn off my brain and it's like I'll smoke on the way home and it's usually cool.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. What's so does that do you have an hour 30-minute drive back home then?
When I'm done, but I still gotta like travel around. I still have training and shit. And then yeah.
Okay,
My dog
okay, okay.
gymnastics tonight, so I'm probably gonna go pop over there and
Okay.
see if she gets super excited.
Okay. All right. All right. So I got one more question, and it's pretty basic. It's why'd you pick the American stem cells and not the Mexican stem cells?
They were Mexican. They fucking came from myself.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say because like the stem cells from Mexico are so much better than the American ones.
But they did fucking what they did was like they went into my spine. It fucking was crazy because like I didn't think it was gonna be like anything crazy. Like I went in, they're like I looked on the table while I was waiting and there's a fucking drill. I'm like, that's just like a regular ass drill. Like, what the fuck's going on? And I didn't know it was gonna be like a procedure. I thought they just suck blood out, spit it, and like, no, fuck no. They fucking went into my fucking hip, drilled into it, pulled a stem cell out, and then like spun it and then shot it in my hand. That shit was so fucking painful. Like, I don't know what was worse, the fucking drill in the hip or like the fucking my hand. Like, yeah, it fucked me up. I was like, for a week I couldn't bend over. I couldn't do a lot of shit. I was like, oh fuck. But like my hand feels great now. So I mean it was worth it.
Oh yeah.
Just
I thought they brought the stem cells in from somewhere else. They actually took them out of you and just like took your stem cells that are in your body and just redistributed them.
yep, yep. So I
Oh.
got those Mexican ones.
Yes, yes, you got the high powered ones. You got the high powered
Right.
ones. All right, man. That's what I got for you. So before we let you go, what should we expect from you on at UFC 273?
Man, just expect a fucking great performance. I'm gonna come out there, show what I do, and do my shit. That's simple as that.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. So for me, for Fluffy, see you guys. Awesome talking with Anthony. We were supposed to have him on like last like November, December. Then we finally had him on now, which is great. Fortunately, Harry was not able to make it, but it's okay. It's okay. We made it with his questions, and we made it through the gauntlet. We made it through. So let's go ahead.
Yes,
Let's go
sir.
ahead into our medals for the week. As I head into in the intro. Big basketball week. We got a massive UFC card next week, so I'm gonna go ahead and give my bronze medal to the haters. The haters are all over the place this weekend. We got everyone who hates Coach K, which, by the way, we've said this before. There's a lot of Coach K haters, and it's almost as if like everyone outside of like ESPN just fucking hates Coach K, which is or any like Big J checkmark, like they just fucking hate Coach K, which is crazy. It's actually really funny. But there's all those haters. You have the haters of Hamzat Shemaev and like the haters of I don't know. There's all kinds of haters with all these like hype jobs that are going to be fighting next week. So be on the lookout for that. Haters galore over the next like 7 days. So Harrison.
And especially if UNC beats Duke, the
Woo!
amount of hate, it's
Woo!
going to be
Oh,
beautiful. Because speaking as Coach K haters
generational
ourselves,
hate.
I
Generational
mean,
hate is going to be coming out.
generational
Yeah,
hate.
it's just
Yeah,
going to be generational haters. Like
absolutely.
you look at like how Skip Bayless just hates LeBron James. The entire
Yep.
internet will be like that though against Coach K. It's like a collective unit of people all against one human being. Like LeBron, it's 50-50. With Coach K, it's pretty much like everyone against Coach K. So like the generational hate you're going to see might even top like the Will Smith slap. I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty special. So haters.
And haters. And to the biggest hater, our fraternity brother Skip
Ah,
Bayless. We
brother
salute
Skip,
you.
brother Skip. Yes, yes, yes.
Brother Skip, yes. My bronze medal is going to Shaheen Woodley for, first of all, doing New Jersey proud. It doesn't matter that St. Peter's wound up flaming out to UNC. They still did the whole state proud, and it was a great Cinderella story while it lasted. And he just got hired by his alma mater, Seton Hall, and hopefully he continues to do Jersey proud. That's my big guy. That's my
I was
guy right
on.
there.
I'm not gonna
My
lie.
state.
What I was worried about was if Coach K lost, that he would not have taken the Seton Hall job, and he would have been the Coach K successor.
Oh, that would have been bad, but he's just such a good guy that like I don't think you could possibly hate on
No.
Shaheem Woodley. Like he got props from Kobe. Like that's the highest you can get, highest amount of compliments. He's just a dude.
He is the dude. Let's go on into
Yes,
our
sir.
silver medals. So somehow there was a late upset. The gold medal, you'll figure out in a second, but my silver medal goes to security guys. So as we said, this whole week, everyone, the whole craze over Will Smith slapping the absolute piss out of Chris Rock. Now security guys are probably going to be needed at all these security shows in general. Security guys, their bonuses, their checks, their rates, they're going to be skyrocketing by keeping guys like terrorists. Actually, no, I'm not going to call Will Smith a terrorist. I'm team violence, so I'm all for it. But security guys,
Yes.
their rates, pay raises, everything, they're going up to keep people like Will Smith off the stage and try to keep away the violence.
Yeah. But like, what do you do if you see Will Smith storm the stage or like Kanye storm the stage? You can't touch those guys. That's gonna end.
I just want to know what was going on in Chris Rock's head. I know he came out with a statement. He's not going to say he's never going to actually say what he really felt, because I bet you I don't even know what you think, other than this guy's probably going to slap the absolute shit out of me. Like, I don't like, if you see Will Smith coming up to that stage, you could probably see the anger in his face, and you're just like, all right, dude, this is really going to happen. But I don't know, man. That's that whole situation. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I think he either had two thoughts going through his head. He's either A, gonna come up and start making some jokes himself, as the comedian that Will Smith is, or B, I just have to get my face prepared because I am about to have the living shit.
Did you see the conspiracy thirst alert? Did you see like the bandage on his face of where he got smacked like before?
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
put on that tinfoil hat.
Was it staged?
No, it wasn't staged. There's no way. No way.
Yeah.
Your silver medal, Harrison.
Yeah, my silver medal goes to people stuck in 2017 because McDonald's is bringing back that Szechuan sauce. And do you remember that craze when it broke out?
Oh, yes.
After that Rick and
there's
Morty
some
episode?
people that you should know. You don't know, but they were literally like camping at McDonald's to get the Szechuan sauce.
That doesn't surprise me. And I mean, it's just like you're bringing back the meme 5 years later. It's like the first time they've done that since 2017.
Yeah, they lost the hype. I think if they did it more close to it, they would have done more. But I think Rick and Morty is, like, in terms of the public appeal, it's not as big as it was in 2017, because I feel like the people who aren't Rick and Morty fans are turned off by the massive Rick and Morty fans, which is kind of how I am.
Yeah,
I liked it. Then I saw like the super fans, like the guys who would camp out of fucking McDonald's for a fucking packet of sauce. Yeah. I'm like, I don't really want to watch this and be associated with those people.
Exactly. That's like, it's like the anime community. Like, sure, it can be fun, but like, then the weebs come out and it's like,
weebs. I will say, this is the like, for instance, like Devontae Smith, the guys we've had on, that like Julio, all those other guys, like the way they with anime, like I'm all for it. Like RDC World, when they talk about anime, that shit's funny as hell. But then you get like the weeaboos who are like, who think they're Japanese and they're not. It's like it's like white people who think they're black when they listen to rap music. It's like you fucking hate those people. Yeah,
white people who think they're Japanese getting the body pillows. And
well, actually, it's not just white people. It's a little bit of everyone.
But
I know it should be.
It's the Lattice community is the but. Yeah, people stuck in 2017. You're having a great year this year.
So I'm going to go ahead and get my gold, which we're kind of going back to 2017, 2018. USA Soccer, unfortunately, does not make the World Cup.
Yes, sir.
2022. It is the world's worst nightmare. America's fucking in the World Cup. We're going to win. They think we're annoying now. They think we're annoying now with like how much we talk about how great USA Soccer is. But we win the World Cup here in a couple months. Like, they're going to fucking hate us so much more. When Christian Pulisic hits a fucking hat trick in the World Cup final against some bum-ass Brazil team. Oh, the takes.
Tim Weah and Gio Reyna on the wings just pounding it through. We're going to be insufferable.
It's great.
The I believe that we will win chants are going to be ringing out across the country.
The takes of like, we're not even actually trying that hard and we're still kicking your asses in soccer. Our best athletes are still playing 2 other sports before they play this. Just imagine. how much better we'd be.
FIFA's going to have to change their name to FISA because it's no longer the Federation of International Football and Association. It's the Federation of International Soccer Association because we're taking that
Damn
back.
right we are. Damn right we are. Soccer's
Yes, sir.
officially America's sport as of last night, even
Yep.
though we lost 2-0. It's kind of funny. They're down 2-0. People are like, there's no way they actually lose by 4 more goals. Like, could this happen? Which, you know,
I was having flashbacks to 2017. Like, no, this is not happening again.
They didn't do it again. But anyway, USA Soccer, we're back. We're gonna be insufferable. Get ready, world. You guys, got, again, as I said, you might think you hate us now, but when we make it past the group stage and we get in the group of 16, I know you guys are gonna be fucking sweating. You're gonna be sweating profusely.
Yeah.
But
nobody likes an underdog like USA.
We're always in soccer. We are literally always underdogs.
Yes.
But we got the golden boy.
And who doesn't love that?
We got the golden boy though. All right,
Yes,
Harrison, your gold medal.
My gold medal goes to Insomniacs because we have a reason to stay up late now every Wednesday because Moon Knight just dropped on Disney Plus, and you know I'm a Marvel fanboy, and this might be the best Marvel stuff we've gotten in a while. Like apart from No Way Home, that doesn't count. No, Spider-Man's a different story entirely. But Moon Knight I can already tell it's going to be nuts.
I feel like every time we get a new Marvel content, you're like, this is the best. New Marvel content. No, this is the best.
Recency bias.
You're like everyone who's gonna, after this weekend, when if Hamzat walks through Gilbert Burns, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Hamzat's the best welterweight of all time." You're like, "Oh, Moon Knight, first episode, best series ever on Disney."
I will say though, it definitely did have the best opening episode. They've just gotten better as it's gone along. Like WandaVision was okay, Falcon the Winter Soldier was gas, Loki was.
Moon Knight's also the coolest character that's had a TV series. I think that's almost kind of like cheating. Like he deserves a movie, and they gave him a TV series.
Yeah, but I like how they're going to be able to put a full story in like 6 hours long. It's going to be nuts.
I think eventually they might. I know obviously they're always going to have movies. I wouldn't. If I were Disney, if I was the mouse, I would find a way to put every single, like, instead of doing these big movies, what you do is you have series. And then the movies are like when they all come together. Like you don't just have like obviously like No Way Home, you had different characters together. But what you do is those are obviously always the movies, but like their day-to-day interactions, you get to meet new villains throughout the series. And then you have to force people to watch more episodes. But hey, what do I know? I'm not the mouse. I'm not the mouse.
That's pretty genius. That's like doing a whole comic structure, and then the movie is the crossover.
That's exactly what I think. That's the future. But we'll.
That has to be the future. That's a great way to do it because then you could have like singular episodes where you can just fuck around and make the characters have fun, and then have more serious ones, and then lead it into the big crossover with the big bad. Which that would be perfect.
Then you get more just like people are like, "Oh, Peter Parker isn't really Peter Parker. He needs to do this and this." Well, you can do that in the TV series and get away with it, and like you can kill 20 minutes of Peter Parker slinging pizzas or taking pictures for J. Jonah Jameson. You know.
Exactly.
You can do all that kind of stuff.
There would be no more complaints of, "Oh, he's Iron Boy Jr."
And so anyway, let's go on into our shout outs for the week. I just want to give my first shout out to Jim Irsay. He's my owner. Dude, he just ragdolled, thrown Carson Wentz, and like people thought Philadelphia media was mean. Like Jim Irsay hasn't even like tried to hide it. Like, he's just like, this dude fucking sucked. I wanted him off my team. I knew something wasn't right. And like the Indianapolis media, like we're usually pretty nice. Like they're going in on him too. There's guys in the locker room who didn't like him. Like there were leaders in the locker room who said they didn't like him. I think the vaccine thing had something to do with it. Irsay was kind of very like, you should get the vaccine if you're a leader on the team. It's like a show way of like being a leader. I think that also pissed him. I think that was another thing that really, really pissed off Irsay. But no, I love the way he's just kind of been out there and just ragdolling Carson Wentz. It doesn't hiding it. We haven't seen this out of Irsay in a little bit of time. Also, I love how smart he is, not being like, Reck and Ballard need to win. No, he realizes they had a bad quarterback situation in like 3 of their 6 years or whatever that they've been with the team. He's like, I'm not just going to fire them because they did Carson Wentz. And even Frank Reich goes, it was a bad idea. Shouldn't have got Carson Wentz. I'm sorry. But anyway, Jim.
That's the sign of a good owner right there.
Yes.
You should care about your staff and notice where the shortcomings are coming from, rather than solely blaming the coach. Exactly. Carson Wentz
Oh,
is a
then his
problem.
bitch ass put on Instagram, building a higher road. Motherfucker.
It's my big thing with Carson Wentz is the holier than thou attitude that he has, just because he feels like he can get away with it. And no, you had a bad season. You've had a bad few seasons, and you're clearly not a leader. Grow the fuck up and
He's
quit
going to be a
bitching.
guy that, and like, you know what Cam Newton's going through right now? Well, Cam Newton's a little bit different. Guys, everyone loves Cam Newton. Everyone loves playing with Cam Newton. So it's not
Yes.
like him being a backup's different because he's such a big leader. Like, who's going to have
Mhm.
Carson Wentz as a backup quarterback when he's just kind of this egomaniac, kind of like, I'm better than you guy? He's going to be one of those guys where, like,
Yeah.
why isn't he
Like,
getting a starting position or whatever? Well, it's because he doesn't deserve it.
Cam Newton can roll with the punches, and like it's just he's going through a down patch as an actual player. His leadership was never called into question, and him as a person really hasn't been
It's
called
just
into question.
he's a little
It's the
flare.
exact
Just a
opposite
little
with
flare.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, it's just a little
Yeah,
flare. Yeah, Carson Wentz just
yeah.
he's just not a
Ooh,
leader. He can't take blame.
no.
He is a I will say this, tough motherfucker. We said it with JT. Playing on two sprains. That's
Yeah.
impressive. Uh
Oh
that's
no,
impressive.
physically he's a
He's a
tough
tough dude.
dude. It's
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 all
up
in the
here.
brain, all in the brain.
That
And it,
I really do think that after he tore his ACL in that 2017 season, that's where the doubt started creeping in even more, and has
It's when
just
Foles won the
completely
Super
ruined his
Bowl.
mentality.
That's what fucked his
Yeah.
career. He'll never be
Yep.
the same. I also you know how like in Philly you guys went through like that next season after he kind of didn't play that great. You're kind of going through that span of time of like he's gonna be fine. We see the stats, and then us in Indy we went through that their
Yep.
first like before he actually started playing. Now you're seeing in Washington they're going through the same thing we've all been through. So shout out all the Commanders fans. Ooh, I got it.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
But yeah,
Yeah.
good, good,
Good
good
luck,
luck. Good luck
Charlie.
to that. So Harrison, your first shout out. Do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, my first shout out is Jared Leto, because now he is officially the part of both the worst Marvel and DC movies. Great job,
Is
buddy.
Morbius considered the
Just
worst Marvel
fucking killed
movie?
it. It's got a Rotten Tomato score of like
Woo
19%.
wee! Woo!
Yeah. And it doesn't help that the director came out and fully spoiled the movie online, so you don't even need to go see it. Just look at the
Wow,
plot. Like
wow.
I wouldn't want to waste my time watching that
No, I
movie,
didn't
and no
like that
one should.
casting. I feel like when you saw him as a Joker, it should immediately be like, no, no.
Yeah, like, and especially after James Gunn came out and just outdid the first Suicide Squad by a mile with the one last year. You don't need to see Jared Leto in any superhero movies ever again. That's just my take. But shout out Jared for fucking up so bad.
I just also want to shout out Brick Ross. Do you know who that is, Harrison?
Rick
No,
Ross, no, is that like
that's
Ricky?
James Harden.
Oh, James.
Brick Ross. He had his first 30-point game with the 76ers. But it's I thought they were gonna look like a championship team, but Brick Ross just hasn't been the same since the new rules have been put into place. So shout out Brick Ross for getting his first 30 points.
Yeah,
Don't be Brick Ross anymore.
it's still lost. Yeah, yeah, but hey, maybe once it comes playoff time, that's when the team will figure it out. I'm now fully aboard the fire Doc Rivers train because
Oh,
of his
really?
dumbass. Yeah,
Oh man.
the rotations for me. Like we've got the 4-star players in Embiid, Harden, Maxey, and Toby, but then he's leaving them out there too long, getting them gassed, and not really bringing anyone off the bench who can help. He's sticking to his main 2-3 guys off the bench, which is like Korkmaz. Who else? It's Korkmaz. He hasn't been using
Yang.
Milton. Yang. Mini Bus
I
is
like
good.
minibus.
Mini.
I like minibus.
Yeah. But it's been tough to watch. And if we had what's his name? Why am I blanking out? Brett Brown. If we had Brett Brown still, I don't know if we'd be going through these rotations like that.
It's great. Doc
I
Rivers is the guy. He got one championship with the Celtics. We're all acting like he's this great coach. Also, look how much better the Clippers are with Ty Lue. I remember everyone used to shit
Yeah.
on Ty Lue, saying he was just a Mickey Mouse pawn for LeBron James. Like low key, like
Look at the
you
Lakers
weren't
now. He's
you weren't
gone,
around
and
with us. You weren't around with us when Me and Scalabrine talked about it. Like Ty Lue's adjustments are fucking insane. Like the Clippers they have, I think, 20 13-point comebacks this year or something, like crazy stat, by
Yeah.
far leading the NBA. That's not a coincidence. It's because he makes great adjustments to like what the other team's doing. Like Ty Lue is I say this like every time it comes up. He's the most underrated coach in the NBA. Like he is just because he's Ty Lue and he used to coach LeBron James. But the Clippers in the playoffs are going to at least win a series every single time, or at the bare minimum be competitive. So no, like Ty Lue, underrated. But yeah, Doc Rivers. Ugh.
I mean, he wasted the prime Blake Griffin, Chris Paul years. Was that not enough?
That was the last time too. Like when they were at their peak was right before the Warriors hit their peak. And they kind of I'm trying to think. It was like when the Spurs were at the end of their dynasty, and they had a window, but they just like couldn't do it.
Yep, it was the Mavs with Dirk and the Spurs and the Thunder too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a tail end. That was a tail end of the Thunder. Oh yeah. No, I think the tail. I think tail end of the Thunder. Jesus, crazy to think how much time flies, and think about like how where all those guys are now too. So
we're coming up on the 10-year anniversary of KD going to the Warriors.
No way.
2 years.
We're 8 years past.
2014, 2015. Yeah.
Fuck, I'm old.
That's nuts.
So make my last shout out, Lane Kiffin. If you didn't see this, so way back in college football season, I believe they were playing at Tennessee. Someone threw a golf ball at Lane Kiffin. Lane kept his golf ball and threw that out as the first pitch at Ole Miss's opening game.
No, yo, that's
Lane
baller.
Kiffin, dude.
That's
I love
so
Kiffin.
baller.
I'm all aboard the Lane train. He's my man.
Any issues I may have had with Lane Kiffin, even though I didn't have any, that negates all of them. That's just
he's so funny.
Such a
he's
baller.
Like I wish they had Matt Corral another year, but I think they got Dylan Gabriel or something like that. They got a really good transfer quarterback, so they'll still be good. All aboard the Lane train, all aboard the Ole Miss train. Harrison, you have any more shout outs?
Just one more, and it goes to our Harry Potter.
Oh my God! Never change Harry Potter.
Never change. The man got his bag at 10 years old and has just been doing what he wants since then and staying out of the way of making dumbass takes. Most recently, he's refused to say anything about the Will Smith slap after people like Jim Carrey and Judd Apatow just
he could have murdered him with that slap.
It was obscene. Where? No, and then Amy Schumer too. Well,
how is she still famous, by the way?
I don't know. She's a joke-stealing, unfunny, just horrible person.
Yeah, she's not funny.
Like every story I've heard about her from like normal people have been like, yeah, she's horrible. But Daniel Radcliffe just doing the damn thing, keeping his head down and doing good work. So can't do any much more.
No one needs another uninformed opinion.
Exactly. And that's what he said.
That's all we could ask for. That's the best thing. That's the best. If you come out and said no one wants another uninformed opinion about like most of the shit that goes on in the world, I think like everyone would like you and you would gain more money by saying something one way or the other. Like, and about a million times, and then about 99, or I'm saying about 95 times out of 100, you don't have to say anything at all, and everyone will be like, "Oh, smart take, great take, great take."
I'm just gonna keep my nose out of this because I don't know much about it. Good job.
And that's the story. But you know what? There's people on Twitter who think otherwise. But anyway, that's the show. Got a fun show coming up on Tuesday. We got Julio Arce, our boy, coming on the show. And then we got a lot of cool stuff coming up here soon. Big card coming up next week for UFC. We'll talk about that. Our boy AJ's fighting in 2 weeks. We'll talk about that in 2 weeks. But a lot of fun stuff coming up. Quarter mark of the year. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around with me all the way to the end. I just want to once again thank the sponsor of the show, Living.Fit. If you're looking to better yourself, make sure you go to download the app or visit the website Living.Fit today.